There's a whole lot of good material here for a bathroom prank.
Wow.
There's some big lobsters, big pinchers. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you put one of these in the toilet. You know, they're going to go in and poop at night.
It's going to be game over.
They're going to get pinched bad. That would be a big territory win.
But welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Rated R.
It's like we're avoiding the shark. Call it leather fetish, dude.
No, it's great. Turbo neck guy.
I'll give you a kiss. You give me your number.
That checked out a ton, dude. Tell me you felt it.
We're Americans. We're the ones that are descendants from the 1776 musket-bearing motherfuckers.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast, where we collect experiences as badges, memories as treasures, and stories as wealth. In today's comedy episode, my best friend Luke Reed, legendary Space Waves and Action Studios producer Andrew Baer, and Tyson Pestner, actor extraordinaire, tell 3 funny fish stories. Get your snorkels ready, and let's dive in.
Prank war, dude. Prank war.
Oof.
Buckle
up, as Luke said.
Let's get it on.
I actually wanted to change the name of this story to The Sweet Life of Daniel and Joey. Yeah! I like to think that this story is like The Dark Knight, but I'm Harvey Dent, and Gotham loses.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
And this is a college story. This is about me in the dorms, right? You know, when you're in college, you meet a lot of people. You know, you meet friends, make good relationships, you know, people you'll spend the rest of your life with. But you also meet a ton of really weird people in college.
Yeah.
And so it becomes like interesting to see if you're able to like hold your moral integrity when you have to like be in the dorms and you live and work and interact with college kids who have no idea what they're doing.
Shots fired.
I had it pretty mild. I went to Christian college, so there are a lot of other schools that were way crazier, but this is the story of me kind of descending into madness from these crazy suite mates of mine that I had. So we were in the dorm called Sigma. There with my roommate freshman year. We walked over to meet our suite mates, and the way that the Sigma Chi dorms are laid out is that it's like you've got 2 identical rooms that are conjoined by like a bathroom, right? And that's one suite, and the rooms aren't that big. So on like the first week of school, we go over like normal people to like their front door, and we knock, and we're like, hey, you know, this is Andrew and Josh. Nice to meet you guys. How you doing? We should totally get lunch sometime. I'll see you in class. You know,
Let's go get a spinach wrap. You're such a good guy, man.
And then you're not going to talk to them again for a while. We do that, and then it's just a couple weeks into like living there that we realize like these guys are really loud, right? And it's not just like talking loud, but what they've got going on is they've got like ape sounds. They're like they're really loud late at night, and then you're just like thuds against the wall. And here's my theory.
Ew.
My theory is that because at least one of them was on the baseball team, they would practice by throwing a baseball or some ball against the wall and
Like
catching
a racquetball or a tennis ball or something.
I don't have a theory for the monkey sounds.
Okay,
I didn't get that far. But the connecting wall was their like catching practice area, right? And so it was pretty annoying, but like there'd be times where we're just like sitting in our room playing Smash, and we just hear and then like really loud laughter, and you know it's just 2 guys, so it's like you didn't think it could get that loud, but it would. And we're really easygoing, but there came a point where we went over to the other room and we were like, hey guys, it's like 12:30 in the morning. I've got like a 7:30 logic class I've got to get to. Do you guys think you can keep it down a little bit? And they're like, oh yeah, sorry man, we're really sorry about that. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. And it just kept going.
No explanation.
No explanation. Just kept going for the next couple of weeks. And I think that they reacted negatively to us coming over to ask them to quiet down, because it was just a couple days later that we saw a printed out code of conduct posted in our shared bathroom. and they wrote out like 10 commandments on it, right? Because we went to a Christian school, I think that there were people who would look for points to be like especially crass because you're like going against the grain and it's like you're acting out. And this was kind of what that was, because all of like the 10 commandments that they posted were all like super sexualized. And they're putting like, no pooping here, or don't pee here, don't poo here, don't classify here, something, your mom's classified. Just like
my gosh.
super,
Andrew,
super
we're gonna have
like,
to mute
douchey
that,
stuff.
bro.
And so we're like not entirely sure how to respond because we don't talk to these guys. Like we're not their friends, but we share a bathroom. Right. And so now they've kind of they've made an action that says we own this territory.
They've thrown the gauntlet.
Right.
Wow.
You now need to respond with force.
May the force be with you.
We have to. And what was funny is that I realized I'm in English class with one of these guys. And, like classes were like pretty big. So I did something that wasn't aggressive at all, but I thought it would just kind of like tick him off a little bit. Mm-hmm. And what I did was I just went and I like marked up his whole paper because it was riddled with like spelling and grammar mistakes and all this stuff.
How did you get his paper? What do you mean?
It was in
the code of conduct.
The code of conduct.
Oh,
because it was printed out and posted
in English class. You just walk over, start marking
Andrew
up
was
his
playing
paper.
the psychological warfare.
It was riddled with spelling errors.
Yeah, it was like not very well written,
Wow.
And so I did like when I marked it up and I fixed all the mistakes. A couple days later, we always come in to like expect some new change to the bathroom. And then today it was just the most like low IQ joke I could imagine. It wasn't a joke. He just wrote in big like red marker at the bottom of the paper, classified.
Are you serious?
As if that was a comeback.
I wonder what like he thought the context of that would heal. Like they'll get it.
That's right.
Like I can just imagine him writing it, stepping back, and going,
Yeah. That'll show him.
Dust his hands off.
So I'm thinking, all right, what can we do to like help take back this territory? And so I'm thinking back to the ape sounds. In a similar kind of just like juvenile way, I printed out this like really low res image onto like a big piece of like poster board, 3-foot diagonal poster of like N64, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong, just making like really dumb faces. And then I put their names next to each ape. Wow. So I put Daniel next to one. I
dang,
put Joey
that's
next
a
to the
move
other.
right there.
Shots fired.
I wrote down their names so they would make the connection.
Well, plus you got to let them know which one you think is Diddy and which one
yeah.
is Donkey, because
Right.
That's a distinction.
That could be a dig in and of itself.
There was a bigger one and there was a smaller one.
Yeah.
So I put that on the wall and it was like right across from where you sit. So you sit down and you're just like looking at it. Right. And so I thought it was like kind of funny, but not aggressive, and it was chill. And then a few days later, it's taken down. So it's just gone.
Ooh.
Wow.
But the thing is, I had prepared for that because I placed 3 orders for identical posters. So
No
the
way.
next day, I tape the next one up. I write their names next to it again.
Perfect.
Next couple of days, it's taken down. The next day, I put it up in the shower on the roof over them so that you're showering in the morning and you look up and there it is.
Legend.
Perfection.
So moisture took it down, but it just stayed there because if you like clean it up, that's like not a power move, right?
Right.
So it just stayed in like the shower for
Just
a while.
dirty looking.
It was just on the shower floor
ceiling. It was
because it fell off the
so
ceiling.
you're
Yeah.
standing on the poster.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, but that's
days?
like think about it. The psychological game going on. Like if it falls, they're like, "Well, I can't clean it up," and so
Right.
then they
Right.
leave. And Andrew's like, "Well, I can't clean it up."
So no one
Right.
cleans it up.
Man, there's some good.
So it's
I love this.
sticking
This is
around
juicy.
there.
It's just a battle of pride, really.
Wow.
honestly. And so weeks go on, and they don't have any other good like retorts in the bathroom. It's just more of the ape sounds and more of like the baseball against the wall. And it's like there are times we'd walk on campus and we'd see each other, but we wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, "What's up?"
You just act like
Just be
nothing
"What's up?"
happened.
You know,
Your
you act
move.
like nothing happened. And when they're getting loud again, I'm not going to go over and just be like, "Hey, could you quiet down?" Because we just had this whole episode.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like, okay, what can I do next?
Yeah. And so this is where I'm talking about like the Harvey Dent descent, where I'm like, okay, now
Right.
I'm going to make the power play.
You didn't die a hero. You lived long enough to
to
become,
become the
a
villain.
villain.
I became the bad sweet mate.
I'm in my villain era. I'm in my era of I don't give a f.
And what I did was I'm going to write up this riddle and I'm going to post it in the bathroom. and if they don't get it, I'm gonna like prank them real good. And so
You gave them a chance.
I gave them a chance because I wanted like some engagement, and it was like 4 stanzas long. I like put a lot of thought into it. It was very like poetic, right? I put it up in the wall in the bathroom, and what I remember is that the answer was Ronald McDonald. That's how I like set it up, so that if they read it and they looked through it carefully and they put that, I wouldn't prank them. But the conditional was that if they got the answer wrong, they would be visited by the dead. And I had to figure out what exactly that was going to mean for the prank. And so I waited a couple of days because I gave them a time limit. I'm like, you guys have like 72 hours until you get visited by the dead if you don't put this right.
Oh my gosh.
Right? It's like a little intense. It was a little intense. And so I come back, and can anybody guess what they had written after 72 hours?
Oh my gosh.
Classified.
Oh no.
That's all they put. That's all they put.
These guys' IQ is so low.
So this means I've got to figure out how to create like a visitation from the dead. This is going to be like my big prank.
Oh yeah.
So I get an Uber and I go over to H Mart, which is our local Korean market. You go to the seafood section and they've got crabs, they've got lobsters, they've got catfish, they've got baby sharks.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
There's a whole lot of good material here for a bathroom prank.
Wow.
There's some big lobsters with these big pinchers. And I'm thinking,
Oh my gosh.
you put one of these in the toilet. You know, they're
It's
going to go in and
game
poop at
over.
night.
It's going to be
They're
game
going to get
over.
pinched back.
Nice.
That would be a big territory win.
But
But big.
I'm really weighing my options here, and I'm starting to like get kind of nervous because I'm like a freshman. I'm like still like that soft-spoken guy.
This
and,
is a
like,
big power play
This
right
is
here.
a
It's a
huge
power
power play.
play,
This
dude.
is how you like win the territory of the bathroom, and the semester is ending soon. I came really close to getting a big lobster, but I knew that my RAs would get me in big trouble if they found out I had put a live lobster in the toilet and it severely injured my sweet mate.
Oh, right.
So I didn't want to do anything that crazy. Instead, what I did is I bought a dead catfish.
I got catfished on a dating app a while back, and I'm just now brave enough to talk about this.
And the catfish was pretty big. It was 14 inches.
For the record, size matters.
I put it in the toilet and I just have it laying upside down. And it's a big, like it won't go down if you flush, you know? So we're just there waiting. And I remember staying up that night. I couldn't sleep because
the anticipation.
the anticipation was really heavy. And finally I hear them come back from like practice or something, like really late. And so one of them opens the door. He goes into the bathroom. He doesn't turn on the light.
What?
And he just starts peeing. And I'm just listening. And he's going.
And he's going.
And he's going.
And he's
And
going.
He's not saying anything. And then he just starts laughing. He's like, and then he closes the door and leaves. He like didn't do anything. And I'm like, oh no, this is now a war of attrition.
are you kidding me?
When the poster fell, like if you clean it up, you're the loser.
Right.
Now there's a catfish in our shared toilet. And if you clean it up,
You're the
the
loser.
loser.
Yeah.
So for weeks,
Oh, no.
for weeks we had a dead catfish rotting in our bathroom. And we would not use that restroom. We would go to friends' houses. We would go to other dorms. We would not poop in there.
Wow.
We would still shower.
Oh my.
Just try to get around the smell. Man, after weeks, I ended up losing this war because
over.
they moved out and we had reached the end of the semester.
No.
They packed up their dorms and headed out, and I was staying for summer classes. So
No.
I had to go in there with a trash bag when everyone else had left, and I had to throw it out in the dumpster.
It must have just been falling
picked
apart.
It up. You picked it up to.
Yeah, I don't know how else to clean it up, you know.
Oh my goodness.
I just went in with a trash bag, like when you pick up your dog's poop from
Yeah.
a walk, you know.
Wow.
Turn it inside out, walk it outside.
Did you wear a hazmat suit?
I should have. That thing stinked. What's funny is that you could smell it from the hallway. And there were times when my RA would come in, like to the hallway, and he'd be like, "What is that smell?"
What's that smell? It's Brock, sir. Edward Brock Jr.
I don't know.
I don't know. Check though.
Yeah, don't need a check.
He's like, that smells like a dead carcass, but I trust you. It's probably something else.
So
Oh my gosh.
that's how I lost the prank war.
Wow.
Oh
the
my
end of it.
gosh.
Man, I wish that there was a happy ending for you on that one.
No, dude. I
I
wish
know.
you won.
I've
dude.
got a dead fish carcass story.
Oh yeah, you do the Carp Corpse.
Yes.
Ooh.
Lemony.
Yeah, lemony.
Okay, so we're at the Sacramento River or American River, whatever it's called. I'm with Lemony and a few other guys. Lemony always likes to act like he's injured for some reason.
Just to get the sympathy.
I don't know, I guess. He was supposed to go on the rope swing. And he was like kind of chickening out of that and stuff. So I figured I'd give him a little bit of motivation. And I was like, dude, you better jump off that rope swing or I will beat you with my hands. And he was like, oh no.
I will slap you in the ass, sir.
Yeah, you've done it once before, dude.
Yeah. And so he jumps off. Instead of letting go of the rope swing above the water, he lets go above the sand. And so he like grazes his leg on the sand and then kind of winds up like flailing into the water and stuff. He emerges from the water and he's like, I broke my leg. And we're like, no, you didn't, because you like to pretend. And he's like, no, I really did. And so he lays down on the sand and stuff and he's like, my leg. We're like, my leg. Whatever. And so we let him be. And then, so like 30 minutes later, he hops up and he's skipping around and stuff,
Running
just as we
around
thought,
on a broken leg.
On a broken leg.
Luke, that he can't even bend except for running.
Right, yeah. So my other buddy, Ruin, is like, yo, that's messed up. Like, why did he take us for a loop like that? You know, you can't pretend that you got a broken leg and everybody's pandering to you and going like, oh, what do you need? What do you need? And stuff. And so Ruin is like, yo, check this out. We see this dead fish carcass. It was like this big old thing. And I had drug it out of the water. And I was like, yeah, check this out. Crazy. And Ruin is like, no, check this out. and so he gets the fish and he runs after Lemony. Lemony sees him coming at him with this massive fish carcass, and he's like, oh no, get away. He's like, what are you doing? And so Ruin starts running after him, and Lemony takes off a little bit. He's a little bit out of arm's reach, and Ruin just flails, throws
Overhand.
and spears the
Overhand.
fish carcass overhand at his back as he's running away from him. In a fright, and it just like plows into his back, in between the shoulder blades, lays him out. What did you learn? What did you learn? Don't fake an injury around the homies.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating/review. 5 stars is a power play. Be sure to follow the show and keep up with me on social medias at Spencer Whiteout to stay up to date. As always, stay tuned, stay hyped. That's a wrap.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
I haven't told this story much, so it might be a little bit...
It just happened a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, so it hasn't solidified in my memory. Okay, anyways, so it's me, Spencer,
A couple other guys.
some other big guys. Yeah, mostly us. So we're at Chick-fil-A, right? And we kind of finish up eating, and we have like some drinks left. So we're like, okay, let's just go walk around with these drinks, you know?
The Chick-fil-A.
And in that plaza, we realized that there's a Petco. So we're like, okay, well, let's go play with the cats or something. Come on. So we go in there, playing with the cats, you know, and then we go to the aquariums, and we're looking at all the fish. And I realized that there are some that are like for sale for like 17 cents, just like a tiny little minnow type thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, 17 cents. Like, I'm pretty sure I have like 50 cents in my pocket, you know. So I'm like, you know, the gears are starting to turn and stuff. And I'm like, okay,
You're piecing things together.
I think I should get a fish right now. That'd be cool. The guy goes, "You want to buy some food for the fish?"
I don't know.
I was like, "Nothing. I'm good. Just give me the fish. Just give me the fish. Don't ask any more questions. All right?"
Yeah.
So I bought the fish. Actually took it up to the front. Right, you pay at the front. And the bagger or the cashier is like, "Okay, so just to let you know, you do have a 14-day return policy, just in case something goes wrong." And she started busting up laughing. I was like, okay, I'm not going to use that, but thanks. Okay, so I put it in the Chick-fil-A cup. I dump the ice out, put the water and the 2 minnows in there. So I walk into Chick-fil-A. I go up to the front counter.
Guys,
and the guy's like, "Oh, can I help you with something?"
Yeah.
I go up to him, I'm like, "Yeah, dude, look, I'm not trying to like give you a hard time. I really like Chick-fil-A. I've had great experiences
Love your
here.
service." He's going on and on,
yeah.
dude.
You're really a great guy. You know, I don't want this to come between us. But just like there were a few little floaters in my cup, you know, it's just, this is not appropriate, you know.
Yeah, he's like, there's something a little fishy going on here.
Yeah, there's something a little fishy going on here. Why don't you take a look? And so I popped open the cap, and the guy looks at it, and he's like, and he sees the two little fish swimming around.
And you said it again, you're like, there's just something a little fishy going on
A
here.
little fishy going on. And I was like, so can I get a new drink? And he's like, yeah. And so he's like beginning to put like ice in a cup, like he's kind of looking around. And I was like, dude, I'm just messing with you. We just hopped over to Petco, bought a couple of 17-cent fish, put it in the cup, figured I'd brighten up your day. And he's like, oh,
It was so awkward.
Yeah, it was super underwhelming, honestly.
Oh.
I tried to get in the girls' line because there was like a girls' line and a guys' line, and I was like, okay, the girl is gonna be much.
No,
more
it
gullible.
wasn't like it was segregated.
Wait, what are you talking
No, I tried to get in the girls' line.
Not girls' line. It's the girl who's the cashier. You're making it sound like all the girls have to order from one line and all the guys.
Okay, there's a girl cashier and a guy's cashier.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not segregated. There was a girl line, a guy line, a black line, a Chinese line. So I like tried to get the girl because I thought that she was going to be more gullible. And the guy was like, I'll help you right here. And I didn't want to be like, no. I'll just stick with her. You know. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta pull this joke on a dude, but then we just threw the fish in an NID ditch. Yes, I put them in an NID ditch, but all drains lead to the ocean or a sprinkler head.
And that's it.